Alright, this is David Harkey's Thumper. This is a really cool effect. Show the cards. I'm going to drop them on the table. I want you to remember the sound, what this sounds like, okay? Do that a couple times, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cards out, okay? And I'm going to just show you the cards. And I'm going to have a card selected. Your card selected. Okay. Now, I'm going to have the card signed. I won't sign it for this, but let's just say that it's signed. Place it back into the middle of the pack. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually see, I'll remove the magic marker. Now, I have them sign their card. Have them hold out their hands. Okay, I wave the magic marker like this. Have you hold out your hands. They hold out their hands. You drop right in their hand. Changes. This would be the signed card. You then say, remember the sound. Look. All the cards are back in the box. So this is a really cool effect. I'm going to explain this now. It's not my effect, it's Harkey's, but it's a very, very strong effect. I like it. I think it's a good pre-phase routine for an ambitious card. In other videos I'm going to go over my full ambitious card routine, which I've never tipped, because there's a lot of strong phases in it. I will tip it at some point. So here's what you do. Have the cards in the box, okay? You start by dropping the, have a magic marker in your left pocket, okay? You usually want to be standing up for this. I'm sitting down, but it's just to explain, okay? So you're going to drop the deck in the box. Okay, it's going to make a loud thumping sound. You're going to drop it about 3 or 4 times. You say, you hear that? I want you to remember this sound. This is an illusion of sound. I want you to remember the sound. Okay, so drop it a little bit hard. Now, when you take the cards out of the box, what you're going to do towards yourself with the flap here is you're going to hold back half with the thumb. What happens is you're only taking out half the deck. Okay, and that works because once you start to take out the cards, like so, half the deck, you're going to pinch with your thumb and fingers of your left hand the cards inside the case. And you're going to come down here. You want to pinch really hard near the bottom here. Because see, this gives it the illusion that it's empty. And you take out the cards, you immediately fan them. So this gives the illusion of empty, okay? You're then going to very carefully set this down. And then you can close the flap as they're picking a card. You're just adjusting here for a second. Now, you take out the pen. You have them sign the face. Put the pen back in your pocket, okay? The magic marker. Now, you're going to be careful with the thickness. See, it's only half the deck, so you always want to be careful. Ways to hide it is to do some fans in both hands, and also you can do the deck inflation, which we're going to show in a second. What I like to use is a bluff pass, so I'll show that. When you riffle down the deck, you have them say stop. Now you're going to pick this up, and as they're showing their card around, you're going to see that this is a packet of cards, and you're going to drop off everything as you turn. And the nice part about this is now this is only half, so you can show this. This is an interesting subtlety. Now they put it back, then you're going to put this on top and you're going to dribble immediately. Okay, and when you dribble, you want to you want to hide the thickness, so you want to dribble a little bit. Now as you dribble, that gives you a reason to square up. You're going to inflate the cards, which is first credited to, I believe, Lynn Searles, Jerry Andrus also. Okay, and the way you inflate the cards is you just put in a little bit of air in it, and it takes a split second when you practice. And you control the card to the top. This would be the signed card. Okay, actually it's second from top, so you're going to show not on top, not on bottom, as you put one card in the middle. So now you have the card. This would be the signed card on top. Now you make the inflation okay, which will happen towards them. You inflate half, so it looks like you have a full pack. Okay? Now you're going to show everything cleanly. You're going to come over and you're going to tap your pocket here. You're going to come over and take only one card away, and you're going to cop the half the pack here. It's in your hand in a lower grip, and that will happen as you turn. You're going to turn to the side. Now you're going to go in with this half. You're only holding one card here, but it's the way it's in middle grip. You're going to go into your pocket and pull out the magic marker as you say some jokes about the magic marker. You know, I won't go into the bad jokes because they're really bad, but you just say we're going to use the magic marker. It's the modern day magic wand, something like this. Hand it to them. Okay. Now you're going to say, I want you to wave it, and then they wave it over the deck. Now you tell them to hold out their hands, and they hold out their hands. They're going to hold out their hands like this, okay? You're going to tell them to cup their hands together. So you wave the magic marker. Now, this looks like the deck is here, but it's only one card. Now, what I do is I pretend to square up the deck. This is a nice illusion, because you're turning here. It's only one card, but because of the way you hold and everything, and because they just saw it, they believe it's legit. So you're pretending to square up the deck like this. This is a nice little illusion. Now you're just going to drop, and you say, I want you to catch all the cards, and then you can drop from about a foot. And when you drop it, it's just like a leaf. They expect a whole bunch of cards, and then it's just like a leaf. It just drops right into the hand. It's beautiful. And then you show that's the signed card. This would be signed. And then you pick up the box and you shake it. They can hear the sound, and you're going to kind of, really there's only half the cards in here. You're going to drop the cards from about a foot and kind of push as you drop. This will create the same sound, that thumping sound. You're going to kind of push as you drop. Now you're going to take the cards out and you're going to fan them so they can't tell how many is in there. And then as you square up, you'll make the inflation principle again. And the reason for that is as you put the pen away, you're going to take the half of the cards out of your pocket, which you'll have copped in your hand. Okay, very low cop. See? And then you're going to add this on, and then it'll coalesce. So enjoy that. That's called Thumper.